Hello, welcome back to Empowered for Wisdom. This isn't going to be another Bible film series. So today, shall we talk about Cain and Abel, following from Adam and Eve? Now, Cain and Abel are the children of Adam and Eve, but they had their own share of antics, if you will. So, shall we head straight to the Bible verse of Genesis 4, New International Version? Okay, we can start here at letter B of verse 2, chapter 4. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering, fat portions, from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, verse 6, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where's your brother, Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over." And the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Now, from this, one thing is that the detail, we can head to the detail right here if we head back to the beginning. Now, Abel brought, as it says here, fat portions compared to what Cain brought. It's not so specific. So we could tell, or we can infer that Cain just probably brought some of the fruits, meaning that it may not be the first fruits, it may not be the best produce that he brought, but he just wanted to bring something anyway. But perhaps the Lord or God, or might be your employer, they expect you to bring your best effort into something, but then we end up not doing it. We do half of the job, so our employer gets unhappy, or it could be even our parents. We underestimated something and we underperformed in a certain area. So it could be a subject, even could be in an activity. We just don't deliver in that particular instance. So whether it be our supervisor, teacher, or our superior, you could say, they could be very well disappointed, and rightfully so. But we shouldn't be downcast about it, and we also shouldn't be jealous to another person. Where we see here that Cain killed his brother Abel. Hopefully, we can resolve the matter quickly, so we can move on. We don't do anything that may be consequential that we may regret in the future. So let's, when we mess up, we need to try to recuperate, we need to reflect, not to take drastic measures where we may be more prone to making the wrong decision, as depicted here in the tragic story. But it doesn't all end there. Cain, you could say Cain had some feeling of regret. He said that in verse 13, my punishment is more than I can bear. So you can see some feeling of remorse possibly from Cain. Now, what that does is it sort of alleviates the situation, saying, apologizing uh, from his actions. And then the Lord would, he put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So he kind of forgave him there and gave him another chance despite his mistake. So they could be a friend sinned against a friend made a mistake. It's our duty to forgive them. You know, treat others as you treat ourselves, so that we may be forgiven. So that we can have a chance to make up for a loss, make up for a mistake, and be a good example for others. We're not trying to, you know, be merciless. We're trying to have grace, you know, understanding. Yeah, so it is quite a brisk story. It's a brief story, Cain and Abel, but we can learn a lot from it. And just to be more conscious when the people around. So let's just try to be forgiving one another, that we may all be joyful. We may not be discouraged, especially. So, oh yeah, forgot to mention there was a movie in 2015 which could showcase this story of Cain and Abel, but in a different light. In The Revenant, we see Leonardo DiCaprio presented as Hugh Glass, the legendary explorer, when he gets attacked by a grizzly bear. He was left for dead by Fitzgerald, who was played by Tom Hardy. Now, that can be as bad as Cain killing Abel, as long as the intention was death. It's quite a similar case we see in the Bible verses and this film. So, I do also want to mention that, as mentioned, Cain challenged God by saying, "Am I my brother's keeper?" But at the end, we do have this duty of care to one another. We're not there to just ditch another person. We all have the same goal. Now, in the movie, their goal was in the fur trading business. And the more people they had, they could perhaps even have more clients by the number of members in their team. Now, why would we even try to be selfish enough to kill another person? But if only we understand that there's strength in numbers, more people would actually help. And it's not like Hugh had a grudge on anyone. And at the end, he did survive the journey, but it was quite perilous. Even a miracle that he survived, even confronting Fitzgerald by the end of the movie. But yeah, this goes to show that the spirit of perseverance is very powerful and something I believe all of us possess. So I hope this is a message of encouragement, and that we try to work it out with one another, not despising each other. Thanks.